Hello and welcome to Fellowship of Geeks. I'm Jim.
I'm Diane.
Today we have our romantic movie countdown for
Valentine's Day.
So we have some movies that are our personal favorites. Some we share, some we don't share. Some we agree on, some we just don't watch together.
Right.
That's some fellowship and romance there for you. All right, so Diane, what is your start at the bottom. Let's start at the bottom. Let's build up to that.
I
Your
don't
number
know if mine
one.
are like completely in order.
We'll start in
This
complete
was
order.
a really challenging category for me, and I think I finally decided we are less in the phase of watching romance movies right now or romantic movies. We have a teenage boy. We watch a lot of action films right now.
Lots of action
comedies,
movies.
but a lot of action films.
And there just aren't that many great comedies anymore. Just the world we live in. They just don't make great comedies
I
anymore.
don't know if they make great romance movies right now either. So
Well,
some of these
this
felt
could be
like we
true.
went in the Wayback Machine.
It's because they were great. They're still great. They'll always be great. I mean, nothing will ever surpass the greatness of The Bonfire of the Vanities. The most romantic movie we ever saw. Well, didn't see together. We were together. We just didn't watch it.
It was so romantic that we
Made out for the whole movie.
Yeah,
that's exactly.
In that case, do we put green card on this list?
Yeah. Okay. We're going to try to keep
adult only section.
That'd be
tell
for
your parents you're going to watch a movie.
That'd be for. We saw that movie a lot. That'd be for Fellowship After Dark. We're going to try to remain somewhat family friendly with our choices here.
All right, in a much more family friendly kind of movie option, then I really enjoy a good romantic movie like While You Were Sleeping.
While You Were Sleeping, a great, like, Sandra Bullock had just kind of come into her own, and
Very much,
and really chewed up some screen, and was a well done movie. Not one of my favorites, but certainly a good one that rewatchable.
definitely rewatchable.
Enjoyable.
That's one. If it's on, I'll definitely stop and watch it. If we're looking for something to kind of go on in the background, that's an easy one for me. Like, yes, I enjoy that movie as a fun rom-com. That's a good go-to for me. And I'm concerned looking at my list that Sandra Bullock may be a rom-com go-to for me. So.
Fair enough. I have a couple others that are my go-to that I had to, like, shuffle off some of the other choices to the side so that I didn't have, like, my all spoiler alert John Cusack list, because I could have made a top 5 with just John Cusack movies.
You could have done, I would imagine you could have done an all John Cusack or an all
Julia Roberts. I had a couple of
Not
Julia Roberts
actor.
ones that were there. Oh, actress.
person who writes them. John Hughes. You
John
could have done
Hughes.
like an all John Hughes list, I have a feeling.
Indeed, you could have there, and that would be we were having a good time. As our what makes a Christmas movie a Christmas movie, or what makes a Valentine's movie a Valentine's movie, or what makes a
What makes
so
a
we
romance movie a romance?
We were discussing that a little bit and throwing some things out, and then making really far fetched arguments to include it on the list.
I feel like Gone with the Wind is a classic romance movie, but Scarlett gets on my nerves.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
And so
couldn't be bothered to watch that epic classic. It just doesn't rank in the what do I want to spend 3 hours of my time doing? Watching Gone with the Wind has never climbed that chart.
You northerner, you.
I am. I'm such a Yankee. You caught me.
All right, what's a romantic movie on your list?
So I'm going to go in a different direction there. One of my favorite actresses, Michelle Pfeiffer, and I'm going to go with One Fine Day. Climbing up from the bottom.
Such a good movie.
Such a good movie. George Clooney is so good in it. Michelle Pfeiffer is amazing in that movie. Where do you get one of those bags? I mean, he is in the whole parenting situation of the situation that they are thrust upon them. He is such a fish out of water in that, and he's so comfortably uncomfortable in all the situations. Welcome, Mo.
Hello, romantic cat.
He's our whimsical cat. Is just such a great one, and it's not your typical romantic comedy romance movie. It is atypical in just the way they get together or don't get together, so to speak, and the way it kind of kind of brings it all together at the end.
And it's kind of fun because I think you're right. I think parents do not often get made. I'm trying to keep the cat's dignity. I don't think parents often make high on the list of romantic movies.
When you think about your parents, particularly, not you as parents, like, oh yeah, those people romance, ooh, gross.
This one was good. That was good.
But One Fine and is a kind of different take on that, romantic comedy movie, and so really enjoy One Fine Day.
I like that one. Okay.
What's next on your list as we climb the chart?
Well, very apropos to the current time of year, how about Cutting Edge?
Ooh, a little Olympic action going on there.
Olympic action going on there. Definitely the same kind of fish out of water. You get one who's in his element and one who's not, and finding the common ground between them.
And then they're thrown into that stressful situation, and the tension builds, and next thing they're winning Olympic gold and loving one another through the challenges.
Yes.
So, toe pick. Again, the only great line in the movie, but nevertheless, it definitely is a good attention getter. Like, bring the focus back in there. Cutting edge, little Olympic theme there. Little pairs figure skating.
Yeah. And it's got kind of that element, like towards the end of Grease, where they each try and learn more about the other person's kind of, not way of life, but
their world. I mean, they come from different worlds. Yeah, they both are on the ice, but completely different.
Completely different, and one hybrid and one lowbred, and one it just to try and meet each other in the middle. Which not only should all good romances, but all good great loves meet somewhere in the middle. You have to find that common ground.
Opposites attract. So. Absolutely. So the next one on my list, and I feel like I stole this one because this is a very old school. Certainly when the movie was out, every girl I knew was just all at Twitter about this movie before there was such thing as Twitter. Amy? They were not all named Amy. Give me a break. Goodness. Chasing Amy, that's a completely different movie. Did not make the list, but I argued to bring it on the list. Anyway, my next one is The Princess Bride.
Oh, yes.
A love story, tale as old as time. Boy meets girl, girl hates boy, girl grows to love boy, ripped apart by that dread pirate Roberts, and then they find each other and grow to love one another, and then he rescues her and she rescues him right back.
Savage says it right in the middle. He's like, "Is this a love story? Is this a kissing book?"
Kissing movie, yeah. Is this a kissing book? There's lots of kissing that goes on.
Yeah, that's one. There's lots of action, but at its heart, I guess it really is a love story and friendship love story between the other characters as well.
Blossoms into more. Into more. What's next on your list?
How about Fool's Gold?
Fool's Gold is for, speaking of this time of year, I could use some tropical sunshine. I'm not going to lie.
I have to admit, that is one of the reasons I really like this movie. This is the time of year I put this on in the background a lot because, honestly, it's a Caribbean beach on screen for 2 hours.
Right. They're on the beach. They're scuba diving. It's warm. Yeah.
And that's it. So it's bright. It's sunshiny. It's blue water. It feels lovely. And it's, can you go wrong with Matthew McConaughey, Kate Hudson? You can't go wrong. She's another one, though. It's a challenge a little bit to pick a rom-com she's in because she's in so many of them. And so to kind of narrow it down, but not only do I just really like the two of them, but I really like the scenery in this one. I really like their supporting cast in it. Another great quotable lines. I find myself recently quoting, "I am not a sidekick. I am the protagonist in my own story."
I definitely hardly say definitely anymore.
Right.
Definitely. I mean, and Matthew McConaughey has his shirt off. He doesn't even have to take his shirt off. His shirt's just off for most of the movie. So you don't have to wait for that to happen.
Reason. I mean, there's good reason. We're at the beach. It should be off.
No bromance here. I'll try to be calm. Good.
All right, what's next for you?
Next on my list, this is a little more whimsical, a little more comedy in the romance, but it has a stellar old school '80s soundtrack. It is The Wedding Singer.
Oh, yeah.
Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore. They have a couple good ones because 51st Dates was also, kind of an also ran to this one. And as much as I love 51st Dates, I like Wedding Singer better because it has a better soundtrack.
Okay, I might actually like 51st Dates better.
And you probably do.
I could see how.
And that's okay. I'll allow it because I love you.
I appreciate that. Not anything against Wedding Singer, and it does have a great soundtrack. So that's hard to pass on. Yeah. All right. My next one takes kind of a turn again to Christmas movies, but don't hold that against it. It's
okay.
It takes place at Christmas.
Is it Die Hard? A great love story.
Well, there is a love story in Die Hard. I don't know that it's a great love story.
All right, fine.
I do, however, love Actually. And it's one of those ensemble type love stories where it's 6 or 8 main characters who all have a vignette. That the fun part to me is watching where it suddenly overlaps, and suddenly many of the characters know each other, or one of them from this story knows the next one who knows the next one, and just that wave of where they overlap and how they know each other and who falls in love with who. And I love those.
I mean, it already climbs the chart because it's a Christmas movie for me. Sorry, my mic didn't pick up my eye roll there. And that one, while you love the whimsy of the interconnected multiple venues, I'm like, oh my gosh, we're always switching gears and changing from this group to the next group. I'm like, what is going on? And
is that the part that annoys you?
That's the part that annoys me. I'm like, oh, okay. Can we wrap this up and get everybody together and put a bow on it because it's Christmas and move along? Oh, look, they live happily ever after in their different interconnected vignettes.
No, they all have to end up at the party at the end at the musical, and you don't know it till they get there. And oh, I just thought of another one that wasn't on my list because this made me think of Alan Rickman. And Truly Madly Deeply is not on my list. It is a great Alan Rickman love story.
We're trying to keep this video to a couple hours and not drone on forever because our list could go on.
It could go
literally
on.
Forever.
It is really, really challenging to try and narrow down
to narrow down all the movies that we love, the ones that we really love, or that if you were only going to pick 5 to be stuck on that beautiful deserted tropical warm desert island with, these are the 5 that you would get by with. Die Hard would definitely be on that list then for romantic movie. Definitely on that list. Well, speaking of everybody making it to the big party at the end, my next movie is When Harry Met Sally.
Oh.
A long, drawn-out boy meets girl, boy doesn't get girl, girl does a bunch of other things, boy does a bunch of other things, they get together, and then they break up, and boy and girl lose each other, and then they manage to find each other after a lovely sandwich at the diner, and I'll have what she's having at the big party at the end. And as much as all the vignettes of Love Actually annoys me, he finds all those little quirky, high maintenance but thinks she's low maintenance things about her that not only does he love, but he can't live without another second. And just the scene of him racing through the street to get back there, and the whole bit of it, and just the story it tells them from place to couple, and as they interconnect and their lives weave back together. I really love When Harry Met Sally. Such a classic, and so old.
And set not a trope, but it set up so many things that other romantic movies play homage to, and other films, the running through the streets, the boys and girls can't be friends.
Yep.
It sets up so many other things that came to be what we expect in romantic movies now. A lot of them started there.
And the diner scene is a cultural icon.
Oh.
That's such a true cultural icon. You just can't get by with that. I mean, you see clips of movies or something like that. That one just often comes up.
Didn't they
Such
just
a classic
parody
scene.
themselves for a mayonnaise commercial?
I think
like
so.
last Super Bowl or something?
I believe so.
Okay.
All right, what's next on your list as we climb toward the top there?
I feel like I ended up with 9 also rans at this point.
I got a bunch also rans as well too. Yeah, I had that problem as well.
One more. So I think we ended up with the same, just one more.
I'll say I got 2 more.
You have 2 more?
I have 2 more.
How do I have... did I go first?
You went first. You may have gone first.
1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 done already.
I only have. Well, okay, so I have 4 done too. Maybe I had 6 in my top 5.
Bear with us. We can't count. It'll be fine.
Well, I had like my top 3, and then I had a couple others, and then off my number 1, I'm like, oh, but these other movies are good too by that same actor.
I want to add Truly, Madly, Deeply to my list, though. I really...
Would you like a pen?
I would like your pen. Thank you for...
Speaking of, I gave her...
motion.
I gave her my heart, and she gave me a pen. A little foreshadowing there for you. If anybody knows what that is here, definitely get in and comment. We're at the 16-minute mark.
Time. Yeah, so I think I'm stuck a little bit. My best friend's wedding was a really good one.
Another great soundtrack. Another great movie.
The Proposal. I like that one because they're cute rom-coms.
And so I think
Bullock's got a whole bunch of those.
like the Notting Hill then comes in there for me. I really like Notting Hill as much as I don't like Hugh Grant. Love Julia Roberts.
Right.
And was such a again fish out of water. Seeing her be uncomfortable on screen is just so classic. I love that.
Hugh Grant's got a number of them too. He's in Love Actually.
Gave her my heart and she gave me a pen, y'all.
He did 4 Weddings and a Funeral. Like if you want to hit the way back, 4 Weddings and a Funeral is a big one.
Yeah, Annie MacDowell's in that one, right?
Annie MacDowell's in that one, so it's right up your
That's
alley.
the only reason I watched that movie. She has pretty hair.
A true throwback, like I Was a Male War Bride.
Isn't that a Christmas movie too?
No,
maybe I'm thinking of Holiday Inn. There we go.
About Holiday Inn. Or White Christmas, also kind of a romance movie. I tried to sell it as a war movie, though. Don't forget.
Yes. That worked out really great with our 16-year-old. He's like, sure, Mom. Surprised this is in color. Y'all had color back then?
Yeah. So, are we ready to hit the big one?
Well, I mean, my next one was our first date movie.
Yes.
Was Pretty Woman.
Yes.
Another great soundtrack. Again, some awesome Julia Roberts being uncomfortable on screen. Like where he shows her the just amazing, unbelievable ruby necklace, and she reaches for it and he claps her, and like her laugh is just unbelievable. I mean, I liked it better than the Pirates of Penzance.
Definitely better than the Pirates of Penzance. And this is her only Uncle Sting.
That's right. I mean, Hector Elizondo is the manager. Right. Just great casting and great soundtrack.
I mean, you referenced it earlier. You said, and then she rescued him right back.
Right.
It is a great film.
And the ending just hits it out of the park because they could have really blown that one. And the screenplay was a little darker. Mm-hmm. And the original take was considerably darker.
That's true. It was much darker. That soundtrack, you were right though. Like we lived on that soundtrack for a really long
forever.
time.
So many good songs, so many great artists. I mean, forget Roy Orbison doing Pretty Woman. So the King of Wishful Thinking by Go West. It starts off the movie while he's lost in the Hollywood. I love that song. That song just again it rips my heart out every time I hear it.
Hollywood baby, with dreams come true. Okay, we might have to watch that one again soon here. I was going to go with an absolute favorite of ours, and I feel like we kind of, I don't know if we live our life by it, but it was foundational for us, was Say Anything.
Say Anything, which I foreshadowed earlier there if y'all got that.
Mm-hmm. Say Anything is very much a true to us
ridiculously good soundtrack.
Also, yes.
Ridiculously good soundtrack. I mean, you got Joe Satriani in there with One Big Rush. He's working out to it as he's, kickboxing. Just such
you introduced me to Satriani.
Yeah, absolutely.
I did not know.
I did.
So,
So that was the soundtrack's so good. It's such a quotable movie. There's just so many great lines, and I mean that like Joe and I were ripped apart. We insert that into everything. Everything we insert that into. Fun. And I'm making my pen joke and can't even
How
go wrong there. How do you know
where to draw the red line when the radio's too loud?
Right.
Yes.
Joan Cusack in that, yeah, absolutely classic movie. Ione Skye's big breakout movie. Then she went on to do Wayne's World. Anyway, she was Rob Lowe's girlfriend. She was going down from losing old John Cusack there. So those are the big ones. Are there any also rans that you're like, oh, should be on the list, but weren't as good as those?
Well, I feel like I went through a bunch of those.
See, you threw some extras in. So when I got to Say Anything, I thought, oh, I could also do Serendipity. Say Anything is way better, but Serendipity is such a great movie. And then you want to talk about a true love story, another John Cusack movie, One Crazy Summer. He's out looking for love. He finds Demi Moore. Good for him.
Yeah.
And you could even then, if you really want to, complete your John Cusack run there. I mean, there's what's the Must Love Dogs or something like that. The one where he meets something like they meet walking dogs in the park, and Jenny Garofalo's in it, and it was only and Uma Thurman's in it too, I believe.
Okay.
It was only okay, but the other one I really like with John Cusack is Grosse Point Blank. Again, a whole different one. Great soundtrack.
Would not have put it under a romantic movie.
And
but
yet,
there is a love story.
There is a love story that is central to it, and one of the two main characters. And what have you been doing with your life? Professional killer. Oh, it's a growth industry. I mean, again, a quotable movie, great soundtrack. So those were a couple of the other ones there, but I mean, we've got a couple. You could go on forever with the Adam Sandler movies.
Sure.
I mean, 51st Dates you like better than Wedding Singer, and I could make an argument for that. And then one that was awful was Punch Drunk Love. Again, a movie we should have made out through instead of actually watching.
But a surprisingly really sweet one is Wedding Week.
A Week Of.
A Week Of.
A Week Of, yeah.
Is that Chris Rock in that one?
Yep.
Really sweet film, and amazing then to watch kind of an arc of Adam Sandler where he's gone from being the romantic lead and the kid to being the parent of
right
in a story. I like a sweet film. So like Sweet Home Alabama is a really good one for me.
Of course you're going to pull that out and hit me since I'm a Yankee,
But I don't care for a real tearjerker like Notebook, The Notebook. No. I'm not a fan of something like that. So it's hard to find. I like those quirky kind of ones. What's the Irish proposal one where she gets to propose?
Oh, it's Year of the Comet.
Year of the Comet. Year of
the Comet. It's not the one you're thinking of. Okay, yeah, Year of the Comet's really good as well.
Amy Adams is in a more recent one that's
okay.
Year of the Comet was really good, though.
Yeah, Year of the Comet was a good one. I don't like those tearjerker ones. I like the ones that have heart, because there's plenty of those tearjerker ones, and I'm like, I don't want a downer movie.
Right.
Okay, go watch a drama. I live drama.
And live happily ever after. I don't want them to have had a tragic love story that ends Romeo and Juliet style.
And they can have. I mean, I like that there's complications. Okay. Grosse Point Blank is a movie of complications. Say Anything is, the ending, everybody says this isn't going to work out. That's how the greatest stories ever told start.
Absolutely.
So you have all those ones, 51st Dates. There's some tragedy and even, a touch of darkness that runs through that. And how do you come around that, and how does your love overcome that? And we were thinking about our ones. I'm like, what's a Disney one? And I think about Up, that devotion to his wife and all those. And again, has a good ending, and like the arc works, even though there's some darkness and there's tragedy there. Works out in the end and all those. So I like those where it comes together there. But the ones where it doesn't, are like, I'm like, no, I'm good. There's enough of that tragedy and drama and darkness in the world. I'll take a pass on that.
I agree.
Well, happy Valentine's to all of you out there. Hopefully you find a good movie to watch with your sweetie or your gal pals or your bromance or whatever.
Don't forget, there's a whole genre where you watch horror movies so you can snuggle up next to each other.
Or you can watch the news and be afraid and snuggle up with one another after you double check and lock and deadbolt the doors. So tell us what your favorite romantic movie is, comedy movie is. Do you like the horror movies? Do you like those jump scares to jump into your lover's arms? Did you go see Bonfire of the Vanities? Did you watch it all the way through? I don't remember how it ended. There were credits and.
We will be able to judge your age if you tell us you went to Bonfire of the Vanities.
If you saw Bonfire of the Vanities in the theater, it's time for your colonoscopy. Right. Take some ibuprofen and make sure you get your colonoscopy. Here's your help tip from the fellowship.
There you go.
All righty. Well, on that note, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to
like, subscribe, and comment below.
And remember, if she gives you your heart, don't give him a pen. Thanks for joining us, everyone.